Hello everybody. I've been doing a lot of DXing today, mainly Europe. I have heard some Middle East, but not much. And the beam is working fantastic. I'm loving the Mosley TA33MW with the 12 and 17 meter warp band rotatable dipole, which I got actual gain on 10, 15, and 20. I've been on 15 today. Now this is something else I'm wanting to talk to you about. Tropic spheric ducting. In other words, a VHF band opening. I've never heard nothing on UHF. But you can see it's underneath Tennessee. It's underneath Tennessee. It's a little yellower, but it needs to be bright orange or bright red like this. Let me zoom out a little bit. Now that's a good opening from Florida all the way down to Mexico. I wish it would cover the whole country. That would be wild. But this website here, this is the address for the tropic spheric ducting. What this is APERS map. All these APERS report in on this map. What I do too is listen to NOAA 162-400, 162-425, 450, 475, 500, 525, and 550 on the weather band. And a lot of times I'll be getting weather stations out of West Virginia, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois. I'll be getting weather stations out of Detroit, Michigan. And sometimes they're strong enough to wipe out the local weather stations. Now, that don't happen much. But here is the website. Just pause the video and write that down. But you can see it's just right down below Tennessee. There's a little bit up here in New England. There's some over next to California. And if I zoom out, there's some over in Europe, but you know, there ain't no way to work Europe unless you get on HF. Unless you got a 100 element beam on a 1,000-foot tire, you might could work Europe on sporadic E or tropo ducting, but I doubt it. It's just mainly stateside, and I've never heard none on UHF. But I don't live in a good UHF location. I got trees and mountains all the way around me on UHF, so UHF ain't worth a plug nickel around here where I live. Even with my antenna up on the tower, it helped it some, which the leaves get off. It'll help it a lot better for 2 meters, but it still ain't gonna be much for 440, or I call it 440. It's 70 centimeters. I just call it the 440 band. And I don't really fool with 220 because ain't nobody on it. Most of the time I DX, but you know, it's interesting around the last of the month of July, the last week or two of July and August, you can find some tropic spheric ducting. I call it VHF band openings. And I just thought I'd shoot a little video on it, which you can see where I'm at. I don't have nothing right now. But the best way to tell is listen to the weather.
Now here is the hazardous weather.
Right there's a weather station trying to come in. I don't get 2 or 3 of them.
Lows in the lower 60s. Northeast
That's local.
miles per hour.
That's local. That's Knoxville.
Highs in the
Coming
lower 80s.
coming out of Knoxville, Sharps Ridge.
Cloudy and becoming most
There's another distant weather station.
northeast winds around 10 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny. WWG66 in Manchester. WWG64 in McKee. WWG20 8 in Paintsville. WWG81 in Phelps. WWG69 in Pikeville. And WWG62 in Pineville. Afternoon, a chance of showers and thunderstorms.
And on this 162 550, there's one up in Tri-Cities and one in Chattanooga. Sometimes I get Chattanooga coming in Cloresville. Sometimes it's Tri-Cities. It's a mixed bag. But I just wanted to tell everybody about tropospheric ducting, which I'm loving my Mosley. I'm making all kinds of contacts, mainly to Europe. I heard the Middle East earlier today, but they was only working Europe. And I didn't hear no Americans trying to work them, so they was only working the Europeans. So let me say 73s, but I just thought I'd talk to you about tropospheric ducting or a band opening for VHF. Like I said, the best way to tell is this map. Just go to this website and you can see your area on the map. And if you're out of the country, you can go to other countries. And this is a pretty good map here. But everybody have a great day. 73s from Kilowatt Echo 4, Bravo, Foxtrot, Germany. I'm out of here. 73.